CES 2026 billed itself as the most powerful tech event in the world, and it enters its final day today from Las Vegas. Well, startups are making an impact, including Lumen, which took home the grand prize at the CES Foundation Pitch Competition. And joining me now with more is Frank Gruber, co-CEO of Established and managing partner of Established Ventures. Frank, great to have you on the show this morning. Thanks for getting up early in Las Vegas. I know it's been busy on the ground. What takes you to CES this year?
Well, thanks so much for having me, first off. And what brings me here is really what you just mentioned. The future shows up early here, just like me this morning, as you can see the sun rising over my shoulder here. But yeah, it's really exciting this year. Not so much the gadgets that you see, but just discovering the people and the startups and the technology that are really solving real world problems to make and shape life and make it better for everyone. So that's really what I'm excited about.
What has been Established role at CES, including your work with the CTA Foundation Pitch Competition?
Yeah, so the Established is the company I run, and we basically have worked with the CTA Foundation and Steve Ewell and his team now for 8 years, producing what is their pitch event at CES. And I emceed it last year, but this year we had a great MC named Lex Gillette. He did a great job, and really the whole focus is trying to shine a light and spotlight breakthrough technologies that this year was really focused on helping older adults live more independently at their home longer. So trying to think about like smart home innovations and tools that help with mobility, enhanced monitoring systems for at-home parents that might be elderly. And just the solutions to help make that better for everyone, because there's millions of Americans today are aging, and these are all different technologies that might make that a little bit better for everyone. So as you mentioned, Lumen did take home the top award. They were like a headwear / they call it glasses, more like a headwear that replicates the features of a guide dog for those that might not be able to see. And there are others as well, like Karen's Health, which is like a monitoring system for folks that are trying to monitor their parents at home so they could stay at home and live at home. And there's also an Audience Choice, which was a company called EverX. They are a patient tracking engagement tool for remote therapeutic monitoring. So think about physical therapy. You can now do it remotely and not have to necessarily go into the doctor as much. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty interesting technologies. These are companies coming from all over the country and world, and obviously coming together to coalesce at that event.
What are some of the things you're seeing on the ground this year that really stick out to you, in addition to what you just laid out there?
Yeah, I've been coming to CES for almost 20 years now, and every year it changes, right, what the theme and focus is. The last few has been all about AI, as we obviously have just had this AI revolution, and that's changed over the course of the last couple of years. I'd say last year was like, we have AI inside, and big signs about it. Now you're seeing an actual more physical implementation. So everything from AI hologram companions to actual physical robots. There are a bunch of robots around. Everything from like little pets, emotional support pets. There was one actually that pitched at the event that we produced with the CTA Foundation called Tombots, Jenny, which is a little remote dog, basically, folks elderly that cannot take care of animals anymore. So anyway, we're living in the future. It's very exciting. Things like things I grew up watching, like the Jetsons, where you have your Rosie, the robot that kind of is your at-home companion, helping with things around the house. That's happening right now. Like, they're literally showcasing some of those kinds of companies today, and it's pretty exciting where we're at. We're actually living in the future. But so AI is obviously a big part of it. You're still seeing new innovations around, things like flying cars and different types of drones, and over the last 20 years, it's always been about TVs, and there still are TVs, and they're getting more interesting, thinner, obviously, now 3D, and really, that the bar continues to move up, though, as far as what's being moved forward. So it's pretty exciting.
Talk to me more about the Established Network, the Startup of the Year awards, and how those connect to what you are doing with Established Ventures.
Yeah, sure. So the Established Network is a network that's really been put together to support innovation and innovators. We bring together kind of a wider funnel of folks from investors to thought leaders and actual startup founders. And we've worked with thousands of startups through the Startup of the Year program, which kind of sits under it. And the whole point of it is to really build the connections and support needed to be successful in creating innovation in this country. And we try to spotlight the most interesting companies through some of our programs and give them additional support to kind of move forward. And then with Established Ventures, that's kind of our investment arm of our company. And so we then find the kind of more interesting companies that kind of resonate with us and kind of fit the theme and thesis. And we invest in those. And so we've invested in fintech companies, health and wellness companies, and of course, some space companies. But AI kind of runs through a lot of those now, and it really has become the plumbing or technology behind the scenes is what to make those companies hum. And so, but anyway, it's a pipeline we really focus on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us from Las Vegas. We see the sunrise. We did in your shot, rising over your shoulder there. Frank is a co-CEO of Established and managing partner of Established Ventures. Frank, enjoy this final day at CES 2026.
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.